Megan. Hi, everyone else. I hope you guys are having a good week. So, this is kind of awkward. I do have notes just in case I forget anything. So, when I first read the discussion, I was pretty excited because it's pretty cool to see how much everything's changed um, from the past decades. Back in the day, people with disabilities were a lot of times separated, segregated, pushed in a corner. And now it's become more publicly acceptable and it's being more acknowledged and more known. So, like I said, when I first read this discussion, I was super excited because that's pretty cool. But after thinking about it and after analyzing the movies, sitcoms, and commercials, I think that they're being portrayed completely differently. So, my one positive I will say is that in some of the movies, the person with the disability ends up overcoming their disability or becoming the hero when they're playing a major role or something like that. So, that could be a positive, and that is a positive. However, I don't think the purpose was there. Um, so, a lot of times the person with disability was played more as the victim, someone I should have sympathy or have pity for. Um, and I can't speak for them, but I don't know if they would want everyone to have pity on them. Um, most people that I know with disabilities are extremely happy and extremely proud. Um, so I think that shows them in a different light. So one big thing I think that you see from these is stereotyping. And who's making these stereotypes are those people that are making the movies. So it's this small group that could be either editors, programmers, the people that want to make the money. Um, and that could sway their opinion on how they feel about that specific disability. So so a couple examples I can think of is this one person with Down syndrome. Do they, just because I know this one person with Down syndrome, do all these other people with Down syndrome act the same way this person does? In my life, I know all deaf people are different because I work with them one-on-one and I see that. But a lot of times we'll have the one deaf person that can read lips. So then the hearing people think all deaf people can read lips. And that's not the case. Many hours, many sessions of physical therapy has made that happen, along with a lot of other things. But looking at that, there's so many times I have someone come up to me and they're like, oh, well, they can read lips, right? My friend, no, that's not the case. It's actually a really small percentage. So to stereotype them all into one lump and to see that one person, I don't think is portrayed correctly. And then I thought of two other examples that maybe showed a person with disabilities as more of a victim. One was the movie, the book, or the play, The Christmas Carol. The whole plot is about a guy going through his past, present, future, ghosts, and seeing everything and seeing how things will end up. And then they throw in this kid with a disability. And then they hope that Tiny Tim can make it to the next Christmas. And I know that was, I believe that was put in that to strike emotion, to strike at our heartstrings, to feel that emotion. And then another example I can think of is Forrest Gump, how he has an intellectual disability. And the movie is almost shown as humorous. There's a lot of history and a lot of detail in that movie as well, but it's shown as humorous. And I don't think that they would all want to be portrayed, that group of people would all want to be portrayed that way. Lastly, I'll stop jabbering. people's first language puts the person before the disability, and it describes what a person has and not what a person is. So this is extremely important. I have these cute little deaf kids, and they meet their friend for the first time, and they go up to them and they say, "Hi, I'm deaf." Like, no, sweetheart, what's your name? Tell them your name. I mean, they might want to be defined. That might want to be their first definition or how they define themselves, but because they've always been labeled with that, that's how they define themselves. And that just seems crazy to me. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you on Saturday.